Morning students, let us start with our next topic, that is vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is a method to develop new plants from vegetative parts of plant like stem, leaves and roots. So let us first discuss vegetative propagation from stem. All these are the examples given in your book. In all these plants, vegetative propagation from stem is done. First is potato tuber. Potato is actually a part of stem. It is a swollen end of the underground stem of the potato plant, and it stores food in the form of starch. Now if we look at this potato, we see there we have eyes like structure on them. These eye like structure are known as buds. These buds help to grow new plants. So you can see on the other side also we have eyes. These are eyes and we also call them buds. They are the buds, and you all know buds are present on stems. So this is a part of a stem. So reproduction takes place through these buds in the potato. So that's why it is under the example of vegetative propagation from stem. Can you recognize what it is? Yes, it is onion. Onion is also an example of vegetative propagation from stem. In onion, new plant can grow from onion bulbs. We call them onion bulbs. These bulbs, when they get favorable conditions like temperature, water, etc., they grow into a new plant. If we look at this onion on the other side, we see that it has leaf like structures. These are the leaves and these are roots. And this white part is the stem. So stem in this is reduced and it has fleshy leaves which store food. So this is about onion. Onion has vegetative propagation from stem. We have some other examples of vegetative propagation from stem like ginger, turmeric, colocasia, gladiolus, cactus. In all these, vegetative propagation from stem takes place. Rose, guava, bougainvillea, jasmine are also the examples of vegetative propagation. But in rose, guava and bougainvillea, we do grafting method also. So by grafting method, new plants can be grown, and in jasmine we do layering. This is how grafting is done in rose, guava and bougainvillea, and in this way from the stem new plant can be reproduced. Then jasmine is an example of layering. In layering we submerge the stem under the soil, and in the soil from the nodes new plant and roots arise, and then we cut it and separate the plant and grow at some other place. So this layering and grafting are two artificial methods of vegetative propagation from stem. Next we have vegetative propagation from leaves. Example is Bryophyllum. Bryophyllum is a plant in which leaves can produce new plants. Let us have a look on this plant. This picture is given in your books. You can see the leaf of Bryophyllum, and it is seen that they have leaf buds in the notches of the leaves. These buds develop into tiny plantlets, and when these tiny plantlets come in contact with moist soil, they grow into new plants. So this is how vegetative propagation takes place in Bryophyllum from leaves. Next we have vegetative propagation from roots. and examples are sweet potato and dahlia. Sweet potato has roots like this. The eatable part of sweet potato, this part is edible and is a part of root, and these roots help in growing the new plants also. So this is the root of a dahlia plant, and you can see easily the dahlia tubers here, and these tubers when cut and grown at another place can develop into a new plant. So in these two, the reproduction takes place by vegetative propagation from roots. Now let us have a look on the advantages of this asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction has advantages. Number 1, it helps in bearing the flowers and fruits earlier than the seeds, earlier than the plants grown from seeds. Second, they are the exact copies of the parent plant. That is, they will bear fruits and flowers exactly similar to the one which a parent plant bears. But it has some disadvantage also. So disadvantage is that the disease spreads in the whole lot. If parent plant has some disease, then that disease spreads and it infects the whole lot.